Good morning, people. Welcome to Spirit of Life Alchemy, your morning message tarot reading. Today is 23rd of February 2022 and this is today's astrology. So today we've got the waning half moon. So the moon's midway between last week's full moon and next week's new moon. The energies are receding and falling away, and it's at this point when we enter back into the inner journey and move towards the new moon. So the moon starts off the day in Scorpio, where it's going to form a trine with Neptune and a sextile with Pluto. Then the moon will enter Sagittarius and form a square with the sun. Also today, Mars is going to sextile Neptune as well. So it's really a day to actively dissolve boundaries, dive deep down within for deep transformation, and we maybe uncover new beliefs about our identity and who we are stepping out into the world. So quite a lot going on. We'll see what we find with the dissolving boundaries and deep diving. I do like a dissolve of boundaries and a deep dive. Go down and see what we can find. Okay, anyway, let's do some cards for today. I'm doing this a bit earlier today than I usually do because I'm going out this afternoon. I'm not quite awake yet. I've not had breakfast, no coffee, just done 30 minutes yoga. It's a strange place to be. Seeing whether this would be a good new place to do these readings, or whether if I'm better later on in the day when I've actually woken up a bit. See, I'm going to play with different times and things. Anyway, back to today. What do we need to know for today, for the 23rd of February 2022? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. Oh, I don't think the cards have woken up either. They're feeling a bit stiff today. My arms are feeling a bit stiff. What do we need to know for today, please? Messages from Spirit for the collective. How can we best navigate the astrology for today? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please, for the 23rd of February 2022. What do we need to know? Okay, let's see what comes up. Ooh, itchy nose. So, at the bottom of the deck, we've got building blocks. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Breathe. And higher power. Okay, so this feels like advice for the journey that we're on, the journey that we've been on for the last few weeks. Each day we're building another block in place, another piece, another brick, however you see it, another little step forward. And it takes a while. Transformation takes a while. We do it one step at a time, one building block at a time, until eventually we find that we've become somebody new. I was talking about this yesterday at the end of yesterday's reading, about sort of how long it takes to change behaviours, to change habits, to sort of move from sort of an old being into a new self. Okay, and we really do it one step at a time, one building block, and it can feel like it goes on forever, and we can lose faith in ourselves and lose faith in the journey and get out of balance, which then knocks us back, and we have to sort of rebuild. The key is to come to centre and breathe. Do meditation, do journaling, do yoga, do Tai Chi, do Qigong, do walks out in nature, do, whatever it is that allows you to connect back into yourself and come to centre and breathe. And as you get into that, then connect into the higher powers, your higher self, spirit, the divine, source, the universe, God, however you want to see it, or however it represents itself to you, connecting into that higher power. And that allows us to continue on with the building. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for today to support that. So we're using the Line Strider deck today. So what do we need to know for today? The 23rd of February 2022. These cards are stiff. Maybe I'm a bit stiff in the morning. It does feel like half my brain is still asleep in bed. I had really loads of mad dreams last night. Yeah, quite a lot going on. So I think even with the yoga, my brain's not fully back yet. Interesting to feel it. Right, what do we need to know for today? 23rd of February 2022. Messages from Spirit for the collective. Yeah, I was also debating whether to do this first, then do my yoga afterwards, or to do my yoga first. Oops. And then, that one definitely wanted to come out. And then do my reading first and do my yoga second. And it's like, I'll go for the yoga first. You'll be all nice and, ironed out. Nice. I am in a nice chilled place. But yeah, I'm not sure my brain's woken up yet. Let's see. What do we need to know for today, the 23rd of February 2022? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. Okay, so let's see where we are. Okay, so at the centre of the spread, we've got the Three of Swords, then the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, and at the bottom we have the King of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Okay, and the card that jumped out is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, yeah, some of these cards have been coming out in the last few days. I think Judgment was out. Wheel of Fortune feels like it's been coming out just recently as well. Okay, so where we find ourselves, Three of Swords. We're dealing with those old wounds. I've said many a times before on this channel that, we don't just deal with this stuff once, sort it, and it's gone. It's like peeling an onion. There's layers and layers and layers of it. And we work up one layer at a time. The building blocks, step by step, one layer at a time, one brick at a time, one block at a time. Okay, so taking down the old blocks that keep us separated from ourselves, from the higher powers, we take this down brick by brick, pull out one sword at a time. Okay, and gradually heal. It's not just about pulling out the sword. Healing also needs to go on to heal that wound. Okay, so we're having another little adventure today into doing that. As we do that, then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the moon position. This is our unconscious, subconscious mind, our intuition, our emotions. This is the deep diving. As we deep dive, dissolve the boundaries, dissolve the resistance, dissolve the walls we built up around the heart. As we dissolve those down in the subconscious, then it brings a change of fortune. Okay, we move on a step. Things click in, another notch, another notch into that coming into alignment. The Mercury card, we have Judgment. This came up yesterday, I'm sure of it. So Mercury is about our thinking and our intellect and our mind, and information and communication and self-expression. We're at a crossroads. We're reviewing an old wound, looking at sort of maybe what caused it, what damage it's done, and making the decision to heal it. Okay, as we do that, we come to the Venus card. Our values around love and money and relationship and friendships and balance and harmony and beauty in our lives and pleasure and enjoyment. We have the Ace of Cups. As we do this work, we get the gift of love. I've said before that all the aces, all four aces, are gifts from the universe, from the divine. In more traditional cards, there's a cloud with a hand coming out of it, offering you a wand or a cup or a pentacle or a sword. It's a gift from source, from spirit, from the divine. So as we do this work, it brings about a change and it opens us to receive a gift from source. A gift of love is what I'm picking up. Not necessarily romantic love, love for ourselves, heart-centeredness for ourselves. We're healing our heart a little bit more. This, as we breathe and centre and deep dive and come to us, higher power, spirit, our higher self steps in to help us. Okay, this is what the cards are saying as well. Okay, so that gift. Then the sun, which is our conscious mind, it's our core identity, it's our core vitality, our inner strength, what we shine out into the world. We have the Page of Wands. We get inspired by something that we find down there as we heal that wound. A bit of inspiration comes up, a spark of vitality or energy. By letting go of an old hurt, it opens up more space for life to come through. Okay. And then the Mars card, Mars being about how we take action, our ambition, our drive, will, determination, passion and desires in life. We have the Three of Pentacles. As this opens up, as we get this spark of inspiration, a new thing to contemplate of, oh, I wonder. Mars is telling us to work on it, balancing it. It can be balancing within ourselves, body, mind, spirit. It can also be sort of working towards self-mastery with source energy as well, working in co-creation with the divine, with the universe, etc. The Jupiter card, which is what's working for us at the moment, good luck, good fortune, opportunity, hopefulness, expansion, truth, justice, freedom. We have the Nine of Wands. We balance our internal strength outwards, out into the world externally. When we're not having to put the barriers up, we're not having to hide our vulnerabilities. We can stand strong in ourselves with our battle scars and our wounds from the past and know that the worst is behind us. Okay. And then the Saturn card, what's working against us, obstacles, limitations, restrictions, responsibilities, commitments, excuse me, grounding. We have the Six of Wands. As I said at the beginning, we don't do this once and we ride to victory straight away. It's like peeling a layer and layers of an onion, one layer at a time. See, another thing with being so early, I've not got a cup of tea in here with me. So, yeah, we're doing one step, but there's a long way to go until we can ride to victory. But know that you're on the right path. The cards that came out at the bottom of the deck, we had the King of Wands. As we stand in our power and in the active power, feel that Wands energy within us. Remember the other day I was saying the Queens of the passive, sit back, engenderment of those energies. The Kings of the active, embodiment of those energies. So we actively embody this fire strength coming up. And it brings communication quickly. And with all the hearts and everything on this, other leaves, they were looking like hearts before. There is a few that looks like halves, like hearts. This is connecting me to the Ace of Cups and also to the Wheel of Fortune. As we step into our power a little bit more, it changes everything. Communication comes through quickly. The Wheel of Fortune. And then the Six of Wands. We're able to sail away and leave that little bit of hurt behind and go to calmer waters and a calmer environment. We're not so caught up in the knots within ourselves. We've released at least one part of it. Okay, the card that jumped out, the Ace of Wands, we get the gift of fire, the gift of spirit coming in today. That is what we're digging deep down into and connecting to. If you do any breathing meditations or anything like that, often the breathing is about breathing in, breathing down past the lungs and breathing deep into the belly, to the tanden, to the sacral chakra, to the hara. And this is the centre of all our volcanic fire energy that gives us vitality and energy to go out into the world doing what we're meant to be here. So it really is about connecting down into that, dissolving the boundaries that keep us cut off from it and connecting to it and bringing it up and out to move forward. Okay, so that's today's reading. Woohoo, nice day. If you like this video and if it resonated with you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. For notifications, click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, thank you for watching. And I'm off for some breakfast now.